Hello, my name is Paul. I'm with a team called Stray Basilisk. We are developing a game called Steamhounds. In this video, we'll be showing you some of the key features in our game and also talk a little bit about the thinking that went into building these features. Steamhounds is a turn-based tactical game that combines JRPG combat and grid-based positioning. One of the unique things about our game is a system that we call stances, which was designed to address a very specific occurrence that happens in a lot of turn-based games where characters do their attack and then they go idle and they just kind of wait around until it's their turn again. In our game, at the end of each turn, characters can adopt a stance which allows them to react to certain events when it's not their turn. So for instance, we have this warrior character. She has a stance called Guard, where she can shield her allies and take damage on their behalf while she's waiting for her turn. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use this. As you can see, the warrior is now guarding an ally behind her. So if an enemy tries to attack the guarded character, the warrior will intercept and take damage on their behalf. Here's another example. The Berserker character has a stance called Tunnel Vision, which has the following description. When an ally attacks an enemy in the same row as you, jump into the fray and strike that enemy. So if I use this and position the Berserker here to be on the same row as this enemy, then use a different character to attack the enemy that's in the same row as the Berserker, then the Berserker will chip in an extra attack. As a result of having stances, we feel that characters feel a lot more alive and active, and it creates a synergy within the team because you can trigger each other's stances and create combos and chain reactions that ultimately they do a lot more damage than if you were to just do a single attack on its own. Another key component of Steamhounds is that it is heavily multiplayer focused. Now please keep in mind that this is a work in progress, so all the art you see here are placeholders, and some of these features are not available to players right now. So the way this works is that this is a season-based game where players can align themselves with the faction of their choice and pretty much fight for them. We felt like this was important because it gives them a bit of a context as to why they're fighting in the first place and what their role is within the larger big picture of playing online. You can see here that I'm sided with the industrialists, and over here you can see my rating with each faction. Because every season you can fight for somebody else, the game tracks where you are with each one of them. I'm gonna skip over to the post-battle screen where I can show you what you can do with experience points. So we wanted to give players a sense of progression in multiplayer. Up here, you'll see that you could get points based on how well you performed. And just below that, you'll see your current status with the faction of your choice. Right now, I'm a worker, but my next level up will make me a trustee. And each character can gain experience points where every time their bar fills up, they'll get a star, which could be used to spend on items, trinkets, things like that. And you can earn money, which can also be used on various items. On the left here, you'll see some options where players could spend their earnings on visual updates for their characters. We wanted players to be able to customize their characters so that they feel a bit more unique and personal to them. In the final game, you winning a match will be reflected on the faction as a whole. For instance, the faction territory that you see here will be expanded visually, and their overall faction points would have gone up. We hope that these are things that'll help the player feel like they have a role in this bigger faction war that is happening. So that was an overview of the unique features in Steamhounds. I hope you were able to get an idea of the thinking that went into building these features. And yeah, that's all we have for the video. Thank you for watching.